Hello, this tutorial is put together to show us how to produce a two-point perspective drawing. In perspective drawing, the items or the objects are drawn in such a way as they are viewed through human eyes. As you can see here, the railroad is drawn in such a way as if it distances from the viewer, it gets smaller in width, and it vanishes on the horizon. Two of the most common types of perspective drawings are one-point and two-point perspective drawing. In one-point perspective drawing, the object on the left, by extending the parallel horizontal lines, we can see that they converge at one common point is called vanishing point. And in two-point perspective drawing, the item on the right, there are two vanishing points. In two-point perspective drawing, the item is drawn in such a way that its corner is closer to the viewer than its sides. And all the parallel lines on the left side, if they're extended, they converge at the left-hand vanishing point. And by extending the horizontal parallel lines on the right side, we can see they will all converge at the right-hand vanishing point. The difference between one-point and two-point perspective drawing is in one point, one side or the front of the object is the focus, and in two-point perspective drawing, both sides or the corner of the drawing is the focus. Here we have an example of a one-point perspective drawing that you can see the train track, the power lines, and the fence on the side of the train tracks all converge at one common point in the far distance. This picture is an example of a two-point perspective photography. By extending the horizontal lines that form the upper and the lower edges of the window frames and the roof line, you can see that they converge at vanishing points on both sides of the building. Here is an example of a city block that is drawn in two-point perspective drawing. The two vanishing points on both sides of the screen basically are the locations where the horizontal lines on either side converge and create that illusion of a three-dimensional objects on a two-dimensional plane. Now we're going to exercise how to draw a simple box in two-point perspective drawing. First, we need to locate our vanishing points near the top of the page and on the edges on the left and the right side. The next step is to draw a vertical line near the bottom of the page, and that represents the corner of the box that is closest to us. By projecting a line from the bottom of the vertical line to the left-hand vanishing point, we can draw the bottom of one side of the box. And by projecting another line from the same location at the bottom of the vertical line to the right-hand vanishing point, we can draw the bottom of the right side of the box. Next is to move up to the top of the vertical line and draw a line from there to the left-hand vanishing point and one to the right-hand vanishing point to represent the upper edges of both sides of the box. Then we need to mark the dimensions of the width and the length of the box, and then extending those to the upper edges. The next step is to project a line from the length marker of the box to the left-hand vanishing point and one from the width marker of the box to the right-hand vanishing point. So far we have been using construction lines. They are thin and light, and we need to darken the lines that outline the object that are known as object lines. And the next step is to erase all the construction lines. Now we can clearly see that the location of the vanishing points determine which portion or portions of the object are being shown in the drawing. This is an example of a one-point perspective drawing. In this drawing, three of the boxes are drawn above the vanishing point. One is drawn right at the same level of the vanishing point, and most of the boxes are drawn below the vanishing point. And here that we have a two-point perspective drawing example, the vanishing points are about the halfway up the screen, and it gives the viewer the illusion as if they're standing on the street and they're looking directly at the house. Thank you for your time.